Never before has parking been so outrageously expensive. We may be the biggest island on Earth and the most sparsely populated, but try renting a 12.5 square metre piece of concrete for a month and you're in for a rude shock.
Perhaps we should all move to New York then.
For recruitment consultant Liz Edwards, parking in Brisbane was claiming a significant chunk of her wage.
I drive to work every day because I need to for my job, so driving from only 8k out of the city, but parking every day costs me $35 a day, which I've worked out recently to be $700 a month, which was a bit astounding.
Given its population of just 1.6 million, you'd think there'd be plenty of cheap parking, but the Queensland capital is right up there as one of the most expensive cities in the world in which to leave your car.
The reason why we're paying too much is the issue of supply and demand. You have all these Australian workers in very large cities, all trying to clamber into a single locality.
Demographer Bernard Saltz.
We tend to also work in a single white-collar focal point, that is the CBD. So you have over 100,000 people trying to clamber into a very tight area, accessing the best jobs on the Australian continent.
Worldwide, high-rise parking is huge business. The most expensive unreserved parking on the planet is in the City of London at over $1,200 a month. Then the West End of London, Amsterdam, Hong Kong and Sydney at number 5, where it now costs $698, pipping Midtown New York. Brisbane is 7th, $628 a month, beating Tokyo at $623. Then comes Perth. With just 1.5 million residents, parking is now $614 a month, more expensive than Zurich, downtown New York or Milan. Melbourne comes in at number 25, $404 a month. Paris is cheaper.
If you're willing to pay the inner city prices, then by all means go for it. But there is a better option, and that's to use an online service. It's a meeting place where you can actually do a deal direct, cut out the middleman, and you can save thousands a year.
Matt Mitchell represents a website matching drivers and householders.
Your empty driveway or your empty garage is an absolute gold mine. You could make anywhere up to about $2,500 to $3,000 a year for doing nothing.
It's a two-way relationship. Someone is paying me the convenience of parking their car in the city, and I'm taking the money to obviously pay off my rent because it's not cheap around here. When
Redfern resident Jamie Knight leaves for work in the morning, he knows his car space at home won't be vacant for long.
It does add up. You know, $70 a week. That's about $280 a month. That's a fair whack. That's a fair whack for not doing much or anything.
I found a car spot in the street that I work in for $200 a month, so $100 a week in my hand.
Car parking as an industry is a gold mine. People don't realise that you're actually sitting on a really valuable asset.